some of the young men at the time, it's on the way home past a road that is so dark and lonely. Try to pay attention to what is not, was deliberately recorded on his camera. There was an appearance of a female figure, long-haired and well-postured, very tall, who stood still on the side of the road. Watching their men who wore the black shirt seemed to have seen a figure who suspected of being a ghost. He suddenly shocked and then reflex, booming. A woman secretly recording the appearance of a similar figure. Ghost sitting quietly on the roof of the house. Please pay attention to the following video. As we see the apparitions, what is suspected of being a ghost is only sitting still with your head down in the attic of the house, the woman who recorded it. Stealth is not strong in the end because of fear and direct goosebumps stopping the recording. Two young men who were in the middle of the accidental motorbike trip saw the appearance of a ghost next to an empty house. They then turned around and record the apparitions.
Kafe dan tu kah? Kacau pergi kat kamu pergi kat mana? Kaki. Oh, ni kena. Kafe hantu pula. Kacau ah.
Kena. Kacau saya.
Ya hantu kafe punya hantu.
Ah, celik ke lelok kafe?
Ah, celik kan.
Lainlah. Ha, serius dia guys.
Ya hantu
Allah.
Pisang.
As we can see, the figure is just staying next to a banana tree in the yard of a resident's house, which is dark because they are empty, who already feel very scared dare to approach him again and only record it from street.
Ya hantu kafe punya
Ha,
hantu.
celik ke lelok kafe?
Ah, celik kan.
Lainlah. Ha, serius dia guys.
Ya hantu
Allah.
Pisang.
A mother of a student school gets a video submission and a photo of a security officer at his child's school, where the video contains an appearance similar to a ghost. Pay close attention to the following video. In the recording, we can saw the existence of a white figure who, similar to a ghost in the middle standing still in a room class while looking at the school security officer who is, it's fun to hang out to see clearly the form of the ghost figure following. There is a photo taken from CCTV in the classroom. What do you think about the authenticity of videos and photos? This please write in the column. A man on the hunt alone in feeling like hearing something which is strange and like there is following him from behind the bushes. Then he took his cell phone, then start focusing on observing the situation's surroundings and this creepy thing that he found. Try to pay attention. As we see, there is a headless body that is only. Standing still, not far from the man's position, he saw something very. It was scary, and he was instantly silent. Stiff, and after being able to move again, he immediately moved away from the figure. An Arab streamer at the time determined to conduct a search in an abandoned warehouse submerged. Try to pay attention to what he is doing. Find in a place that looks very the horror.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. الله أكبر.
As we can see, there is a head with very long hair suddenly appeared dangling from blemishes. The figure of Anne, who is suspected of being a warehouse waiter abandoned, only reveals he was a moment ago. Nowhere is he.
وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
A prankstered woman recorded rain in front of his house on at night today. I didn't realize that there was an appearance that resembles a ghost in white. In front of him, try to pay attention. Recorded on camera, there was an apparition of a woman with long hair and dress white in a dark place. Right in front of the figure that was suspected of being a ghost. He only stood and he noticed. But the woman only realized his whereabouts after reviewing the footage. A man heard strange voices from his yard at 3 o'clock. Morning curious about this, he also investigating and creepy things. Here's what he found. Try to pay attention. Recorded very clearly. There is a face that looks very pale and black-eyed, peeked out from the gap in the man's clothesline, realizing it was suddenly shocked and frightened. But the figure has just disappeared. Some students who is making a short video project on this school toilet is unaware of the existence of the appearance of Annie's figure recorded in their camera. Try to pay attention. In the recording, we can see the appearance of the woman dressed in white has a very pale who was standing at the end while watching them. But strangely, the apparition was only visible in the mirror. While originally there was no one next to the female student who was standing at the end of their video project isn't about ghosts. That mean there are no who wears a ghost costume. Three men who stopped on the side, The street is right in front of a house because one of their motorcycles broke down goosebumps of fear when looking at. There was an apparition of a ghost in the top floor of the house. Try to pay attention to the following video. As we see, the existence of a pokong with a face creepy who stood still while watching them from the balcony floor. The two houses were originally doubtful and curious about what they see that. And now it has changed, getting very goosebumps of fear. A man who was in the middle of on his way home at the time of, in the middle of the night, I suddenly felt strange and goosebumps when passing. The house complex is so very quiet. Then shortly afterwards, there was an apparition. Weird he sees. Try you guys note.
Pada siapa kita minta bantuan di saat kita lihat 2024 Asia Tour in Jakarta. Aku ya orang yang cepat dia.
Periode pendaftaran mulai dari tanggal 22 sampai 29 Oktober 2020.
Recorded very clearly, there is the appearance of a figure dressed in white looks Ain, and mysteriously sitting alone in the park of the man who, aware of its existence, is also indirect. Stop making sure because you feel goosebumps and fear, but he's still curious to decide to turn around and turned out to be it has disappeared out of nowhere. The appearance of a creepy figure recorded on a photographer's camera who was doing a photo session at the time pre-wedding at 3 o'clock. Early in the morning on the mountain, the apparition was realized when the editor will start editing the photo. Pay close attention to the video the following.
Untung Jaden nggak editnya nggak malam-malam Jaden.
Untung ada kalian ya. Mohon maaf ya. Ada aku sendirian juga. Kayak udah tua gitu loh sih. Isi ya. Mohon maaf. Mohon maaf. Maaf banget. Alhamdulillah.
Recorded very clearly, there is a shadow. A creepy woman who follows captured on camera. The sighting is right next to the middle female model. Held the pre-wedding told that they took photos on 3 hours. Early in the morning is get the results of natural scenery and the sky is full of stars above mountain. Two men and a woman. These playing the game, summoning Arwa Papa Noja and try. You see what scary thing happens to them.
R-U-N. Run.
Who's that?
Andre? Dude. Oh no. Run. No. 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 Hello? No. 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 No.
A school guard saw the presence of the appearance of a female figure who dressed in white from inside the teacher's room, feeling goosebumps and curiosity. Rushed to check while reading holy verses of the Quran. Try it note.
الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون وإلهكم إله واحد لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله أكبر الله أكبر لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Apa benda? اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد. بسم الله ولجنا وبسم الله خرجنا وعلى الله ربنا توكلنا لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. من العبد لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Mana kau? اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد.
Recorded very clearly, there was an apparition of a woman dressed white standing facing back. Inside the teacher, the man who I feel like I have goosebumps hesitant to enter immediately checking it out, which in the end he also decided to go in as well and search. Where is the figure that is suspected of being a ghost? What turns out to be non-existent who was in the room?
يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض.
The appearance of a strange and creepy figure was recorded camera that is deliberately stored by the witch house owner. Previously, the owner of the house often heard strange sounds and mysterious. What do you think? You about what figure is recorded? Try writing in the comments.